This video is designed to demonstrate how to use Zotero to create an in-text citation, as well as creating your works cited page at the end of your document. So now that I've done some research and I have it saved to Zotero, what I need to do now is put it into my Word document. So I'm going to split screen, where I'm going to drag my Firefox off to the right hand side of my screen, and I'm going to then click on my Word document and drag it all the way to the left side of my screen. As you see here, I still have my Mark Twain quotation that I put in this document from an earlier video, but now what I'm going to do is include my Hunger Games note in here as a citation. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. For the purposes of this, I'm going to go ahead and use the entire quotation, but I want to probably only use part of it. I'm going to go ahead and clean up the font color as well, make sure there's no highlighting. So I need to cite this now, and it is a direct quotation, so I need to put quotation marks around it. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this period. Actually, I can go ahead and go to full screen on this now. And then I need to go to the Zotero tab, click Add Edit Citation. It's going to pull this up, so I want the Hunger Games citation here. There's no page number that was indicated to me in the original source, so I'm going to go ahead and click OK. And it's going to put the author's last name in there, and I'm going to put a period there. So now I have two sources in my document. They're both cited in text, and it's important that when I want to create my works cited page that I've used Zotero to generate both of these citations, so Zotero will do some of the work for me. So I'm at the very end of my document right now, so the first thing I'm going to do is go to Insert, and I'm going to click on Page Break. Your works cited page should always be on its own page. It should always be on its own. And for this page, I'm going to go ahead and set my spacing to double, and I'm going to go ahead and go to center, and I'm going to type works cited. Make sure to note that cited is spelled with a C, and I'm going to go ahead and click enter, and I'm going to go ahead and go back to left justify. At this point then, if I've cited everything I want to cite in my document, I just need to click on Zotero, and I'm going to click on Insert Bibliography. It's going to go through my entire document, and it's going to go ahead and cite everything that I have in there in the proper format with the proper punctuation. In terms of the book review, though, it is missing something, and you need to make sure that you're double checking this for any type of error. After an N period, PAG period, indicating there's no page number for my citation here, I do need to click in here and add the title of the database, the name of the database that I found this from. So for this one, I found it from the Children's Literature Comprehensive Database, so I'm going to, in italics, type that in here. There'll be a space after page here, after the period of page, and there'll be a space between database and web. I also need to make sure that at the end of the database title I include a period and a space before I go to web. Now I have both of the sources that were in my document cited here. If, for example, in an oral communication speech, rather than using the in-text citation, or you used instead an oral citation because you typed out a script you were going to use, you need to double check that all of your sources are listed here. And if the sources aren't listed here, there's another way you can go about doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and split screen again. And let's say I have this Bureau of Labor Statistics source that I want to use. If I click on the main level of it, I can drag it and drop it into my Word document. Now the formatting is a little bit off as compared to the rest of my works cited page, so I'm going to use the format painter to take care of that. Now it's in the right format. The only thing that I need to change now is it needs to be alphabetized based on the first, which is typically the last name of the author. So I'm actually going to highlight this one. I'm going to right click and cut it. I'm going to come up at the very top here and I'm going to paste it. And now I have my 3 citations in the proper order, in the proper format, and I have a works cited page that should be complete as to what is in my document. At any point in time, you do not have to use the insert bibliography feature. You can always drag and drop your citations from Zotero. It's just very important that when you drag and drop those citations that you make sure then that you're ordering them in the correct order, it's double spaced, and the hanging indent is set up as such so that it looks like this. And other than that, you have a completed citation, in-text citations as well as a works cited page.